The Ways and Means Committee meeting for Monday, October 24th, 2022. It's 3:30 p.m. The first action we will need to take is we have two call-in members. We have Mr. Jim Fennell and Ms. Rachel Relaford. So I need a motion on the floor. Phil is the first, and a second is Junior to put them in via phone. All in favor of including those two via phone with the sign of aye?
Aye.
Those opposed with a nay? Okay, you're in. Welcome, Jim and Rachel.
Thank you.
Are you able to hear okay? Hopefully? Okay. First motion is approval of minutes from October 3rd, 2022. I need a motion on the floor. All right, Phil. And Junior is a second. Any changes, amendments, modifications from the membership, including the ones on the phone? Jim or Rachel, any?
No.
Rachel, any?
No, none.
None? Anybody here in the room? Okay, with no comments, I'll ask for a motion for approval. All in favor with the sign of aye? Aye. Those opposed?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. Those opposed with the
Aye.
sign of nay? All right, that passes unanimously. We'll move to the informational items. The first is the county clerk's office. Ms. Parker is here. She did provide us a report. I'd ask her for any opportunity to provide any commentary with her report.
Not really anything new to add, just to kind of let you know that we are about 6% over our estimated revenue year to date. Also, September was our record-breaking month, and we looked over the last several years, and we've had the most marriage licenses and the most liquor licenses come in the month of September. We had 154, as you see on your report, 154 marriage licenses and 14 raffle licenses. And I think the raffles have just ramped up because COVID's now over and people are starting having events, and so we're seeing more of that.
That's interesting months for weddings, but I guess that's good.
Yeah.
Any questions or comments from the committee on the report? All right. Seeing none, we'll move to the next informational. Thank you, Ms. Parker. The next item is County Elections Commission, and I'm not sure we have anybody in the room today to speak of elections.
Does not appear so, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, so we will move on to the next topic. Supervisor of Assessments and Board of Review, Mr. Dave Ryan.
Yeah, we're
Welcome.
kind of in between. We are actually preparing preliminary reports for our 2023 revaluation. So we're doing that as the Board of Review is hearing cases for the 2022 year. So we're kind of doing both on that. We'll have some changeover in our office as one of our employees is leaving. So we'll be looking to hire, fill that position soon. So other than that, we really don't have much going on.
Okay, thank you. Any questions for Mr. Ryan? All right, thank you. We'll move to treasurer, and I think that's another report. We don't have the treasurer here today, so we'll move on to VAC, and Mr. Brooks is among the ill today. He notified me earlier that he would not be here. So with that, we'll move to the monthly delinquent taxes is our resolution. I need a motion, put that on the floor. Junior as a first. Mr. Wendish, you want to be a second? All right. So the monthly delinquent taxes, we have one item in the list. Anyone have any questions on that item for approval? No questions. I'm going to ask for a vote. All in favor of approval with the sign of aye?
Aye.
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 Okay. Those opposed with the nay? Passes unanimously. Miscellaneous. Any miscellaneous items from the floor? All good and quiet? Any online or on the phone, Jim or Rachel, any miscellaneous things?
Not today, no, like,
No, not today. Thanks.
Okay. with that, we'll
Mr.
adjourn.
Chairman,
Hold on.
I probably won't get to say this because in my lifetime again. But the Phillies yesterday won the National League World Series. I've been a Philly fan since 1948, and I know I shouldn't brag on them. You ought to be humble when you win and stay quiet. But I just want to say that I'm very pleased because we were 21-29 back in June. In fact, our first 50 games.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Being a baseball fan, my initial reaction is that the Cardinals fans out there were not happy when the Phillies took them out 2 games in the wild card. So they weren't happy about that, but maybe too positive for the Cardinals is they were taken out by the team that's going to the World Series. So you didn't lose to a laggard. You lost to a number 6 team, but not a laggard. But appreciate that. Any other miscellaneous? All right. Well, thank you. We will adjourn.
Well, I thought you were last minute, so that counts.
You'll be in the minutes for sure. Yep, you're here.